Hey everybody. So today is not the same. Hi lovely. How you doing? Just waiting for a few peeps to jump on. How you doing? You alright? So, how's everything been going up and down, feeling good today? That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Because the energy has been mad thick. Like, there's been some great, alright, so the first things I will say is this like partial eclipse vibe, this new this new moon in Taurus vibe has literally come in with a nice little energy for some who are going through more a lot of self-development, reviews, reflections and stuff like that's been going on. But it's a really nice time in Taurus season as well for the celebrations. There's lots of birthdays and things like that. So there are some that are just off the back of celebrating, like it was my nephew's birthday. I've got a dear friend of mine, Peaches, her birthday. They celebrated yesterday. There was an event yesterday in Battersea Park called Tribe, I think. And yeah, Daryl was there yesterday. So I think everybody was doing something. I even had a friend who was doing a link up at Greenwich Park. The weather was lovely. So it was definitely the time for all of that. But this up and down energy, it was real because throughout the actual event, like throughout the little birthday thing, it was lovely. Everyone was having a great time. But there were moments where people's energy levels dipped. It was almost like, how would I say it? It was almost like, okay until something happened or they caught somebody else's energy or there was a little altercation and it was hard to shake, you know, because there was a lot of internal like review going on. So I wouldn't be surprised if people are feeling a little bit sensitive. Some people, I can feel that little hangover energy. People were drinking last night, enjoying themselves, living their best life. Or if they wasn't like indulging that way, then they had some nice things to eat. It's that kind of Taurus season, that really lovely energy, that vibe of, you know, togetherness, you know, celebration and stuff like that. So this Taurus season will bring a lot of that, but also unexpected things, unexpected good things, and also some unexpected things that come to the surface. So I wouldn't be surprised, and I'm not surprised that that up and down energy is like that, you know. But this is a real time of like, you know, coming together, harmony, luxury, indulgence, you know, beautiful things happening, partnerships, projects, stability and things like that. Hey, how you doing, Shan? So yeah, literally just been kind of just asking everyone how their vibe is. You know, our wonderful co-host, Daryl, is not here. He's had a migraine. I'm sure it's because of all of the energy, all of the physical things that's been going on. Hey, my lovely. Yeah, so basically I was just saying that our lovely co-host Daryl is not feeling up to it today. He's got a bit of a migraine going on, so we're going to send him some healing and restful vibration so that he feels rejuvenated for the rest of the week coming up. But it makes sense with the vibe that's going on with this this partial eclipse that went down and this Taurus energy that we've just stepped into. There's a lot of unexpected things coming up, unexpected good things, you know, offers coming out of the woodwork, people coming to offer time, connection, love, wanting to work on projects together, but also with the nice, you know, great things that's coming up. There's also some things that are unexpected that's not been too fabulous, you know. It's a season of indulgence, togetherness, you know, oneness, celebration, you know, indulgence, having nice foods, having a nice drink, linking with the friends and family. But also on the flip side of that, there is definitely this energy around review. How am I doing? How do I feel in this space around these people? Am I feeling secure? If I'm insecure, why is that? There's a few things that are coming to the surface, so be very mindful that if that's been the case, and you felt a bit funny, or you've been able to catch people's energy, it's just that the energy is pretty thick, and those who are in tune to it are going to be feeling this frequency more. So I'm not surprised Daryl's come up this dawning with a migraine, because that's one of the things. Somewhere it has to come out. It's a release of energy, the downloads, the information that we get from the higher sources. So it's that kind of energy as well. So I wouldn't be surprised, people. There is a stabilizing energy that's coming through though, so it's not so bad, and we're coming from a nice place where, we're just trying to almost settle into the energy after that Aries, quite fiery, quite bold, quite brash energy that we've just come out of. This season's more of a, let me go over what I've done. Let me fine tune what's been going down. Let me look at the areas that I can kind of shake up. So I'm loving the fact that that's the energy. So for those who are on that more high energy vibration, I was out enjoying myself. Life's good, and happy birthday to the Taurus nation going down, because there's going to be so much birthdays. I had my nephew's birthday. A very dear sister of mine, Peaches, it was her birthday. She was celebrating yesterday. My nephew was celebrating yesterday. A sister of mine, Tazaki, was having a link up in Greenwich Park. There was the tribe thing that went on in Battersea Park. There were so many things going on yesterday, and I wanted to be like split myself into the different, just go to all of the events. I didn't want to miss out on anything. But ultimately, I went to my family's. I had a wonderful time. But like I was saying about this unexpected energy that's come in, there was some great unexpected things like link-ups and people calling and sort of saying, oh, do you want to do something? And it was really unexpected and it was great. But also some unexpected, more lower vibration energies crept in. People were feeling more sensitive yesterday. There was feelings of insecurity and a little bit of loss going on as well. But overall it was a togetherness vibe, so I'm kind of glad to see that. So as Daryl's not here, I'm not trying to butcher his astrology part of the session. Yeah, because that's not my forte. I will leave that to the weatherman himself, Mr. Daryl Whittaker. But what I can do, because I didn't want to let another week go by where we didn't do our little forecast. And in true Sunday, first day of the week vibration, let's get a little vibe and see what's going on, So clear these. So overall, I just want to get an oracle card message from the sacred geometry. Hey, my lovely. I was just letting the people know that there's a bit of change to the regular scheduling. Mr. Whittaker is not feeling 100%, migraines, and it makes sense for what's going on in the energy, unexpected things, a lot of downloads, feelings coming to the surface. And I think when we're having our downloads and when we're having a certain level of purging, it's just a space for us to receive the messages, and sometimes we need that time. So we'll be put on pause if we're not listening to our bodies and listening to the Most High Way saying, relax yourself, you've done a lot, you've received a lot of information. Now take a day or two to let it sink in. Take a day or two, or take a few hours to review, to take a little couple of hours to reflect upon where you're at. So I just want to go into the cards and just get a little vibe, sending out healing and relaxation and love energy out to Daryl while he is taking a moment to just look after himself. A little bit of self-care today. We know migraines can, you know, sometimes ain't no joke. So we're sending him out some love and healing vibrations. So I just want to go into the sacred geometry and get an overall energy. What's going on, you know, and happy Taurus season, you know, enjoy it. There are some great, unexpected, great things that are coming around the corner. There is a lot of harmony, a lot of love that can be had with all of these link ups and people doing things, and this is the birthday season. So there's a lot of energy going on here, a lot of emotions, you know. I think we're going to be allowing the universe to show to us what's necessary. So like I said last week about the heavy lifting isn't necessarily ours. We just need to be in prep mode, you know. So be ready to receive, be ready to act on the things that you're shown, because this partial eclipse and this new moon in Taurus energy is pretty much focused on the universe showing you. So the unexpected coming to the surface. It's not so much you scribbling down absolutely everything that you want. It's a review time. It's for you to spend some time journaling. So now throughout the next couple of weeks, it'll be great before this Mercury retrograde comes in to really review how you're feeling, what's coming up, because some stuff are going to be coming up to illuminate to you the areas that need to be looked at. And like I was saying yesterday, when the energy came in, it was beautiful and powerful, but there was, even through celebrations, there were moments where I could feel the energy shift and dip. So it was almost like people was having, like for instance, my nephew, he wasn't his full self the whole day. It was his birthday, you know, we had a great time, there was family around, but his moment of reflection, it was like, you know, one of my dear friends from another school was not here. And that just turned the whole energy, you know. It's like that moment of, oh, this is not as I really want it. Somebody's missing. There's a vital puzzle piece that's not here, and I don't feel completely whole in this situation. I feel like something's lacking, something's missing. And a few of the different people in my energy that I was tapping into was like that. It was almost sort of like, this situation's not feeding my soul at this moment, you know. So I'm not surprised in the energy, but I can get the contrast, because there is this divine feminine, divine masculine battle that's going on, and it will highlight the areas. So without any further ado, let's go into the sacred geometry and just find out what the overall energy is. We'll go into the tarot and we'll have a look at what the abundance angels, the romance angels, and the love activation cards. So let's get the overall vibration for the upcoming week, this Taurus season, this first week in the Taurus season. What is the vibes? Connection. It makes sense. It fully makes sense. Okay, number 14, connection. All right, so 5, you know, that energy of change, renewal, review, you know, and battle, conflict. Number 5, you know, that kind of energy of coming together, possibly trying to find harmony, balance in this energy. So connection makes a lot of sense. So it says the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So I say again, the frequency of connection supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ideas. So again, we're trying to find what we have in common, you know, what makes sense, what's in alignment with what we're working towards, who's in alignment with that journey, what's going to support us. So for you to be finding resonance with everyone, sometimes that may mean that you are catching on somebody else's vibration. You're feeling those around you, maybe those who are having the more dips in the energy, where the unexpected is pretty heavy and it's for their review, you know. And then the contrast of connecting, you know, we're connecting through birthdays. It's Taurus season, there's birthdays, it's indulgence, it's decadence, eating nice foods, drinking, you know, drinks and chilling out and having some real wonderful time of connection. But we are definitely trying to find the things that resonate. You know, what makes sense? You know, does this vibration sit well in the alignment of where I'm heading? You know, and even on your healing journey itself, because I feel like there is a lot of, and then the fact that we have this sacred geometry. I love the fact that it has the colors that, you know, you've got the heart center. You know, we also have that yellow for that solar plexus, that willpower, that drive, that motivation. So things that are coming up, I would say that, you know, you've got the blue here for the throat chakra. So the things that you are connecting to people with the things that you're speaking. Maybe the themes that people are coming up with is just in total alignment with where you are at. And it's like, rah. You're coming like you're speaking my whole life. How do you know so much? That kind of energy. And also that heart space energy where we are, you know, trying to connect with one another on a spiritual level, but on a real holistic side of things. We're not being so logical. So yes, there is an energy of the mind and our thoughts and our ideas, but it's coming from a more heart space energy. I think we're more moving from that space, and that's so much more easier for us to manage, because with our connections, we know that at the heart of it, what we want is true and real connections where we can resonate with those around us, where we are in alignment with the people who we are around. And if that's not the case, we are looking for the reasons why. And it's a great time to journal. You know, how was last night for those who were celebrating? What was the moments of the dips in the energy? What was that about? What does that say to me now for the rest of my week? How do I want to proceed with my connections? So I just want to go into the tarot and just get a little vibration around what this connection energy is speaking to us about. Yeah, you see, Page of Cups. So our connections around our cups, emotions, how we're feeling. Yes, I've been speaking things, especially opportunities, and 24 hours later it's showing up in the physical. That's the energy of the Taurus unexpected vibration. You know, this connectedness to the oneness, the all, you know, is showing us. That's why I was saying it's the universe that's doing most of the heavy lifting, showing us what's up. You know, so even with our connections at this time, you know, with the emotions that are coming up to the surface for some of you, this is completely normal in this time, because we're seeking resonance, you know. And this is what I'm saying, you will find someone who understands where you're headed, the feelings that you're feeling, because you're not alone in this energy. So definitely use your throat chakra, speak the truths, speak what's on your heart. Talk about your ideas, because it's quite likely that somebody else is going to be feeling what you're feeling. And this is this Taurus time is really more about how you feel, and not necessarily everything that's going on in the mind. So if it feels right to lick the lotto, then lick the lotto, do a little scratch card if it feels right. You know, if you feel to connect with somebody, give somebody a text, a call, because in your body you feel like, oh, I don't feel like they're feeling 100%, or, you know, it'll be great for me to get some type of, you know, like I said, we're seeking resonance, you know, we're seeking to be in alignment. So when you get that energy, it's feeling. So use that feeling energy, and it makes sense that the Page of Cups would come up, because it's, you know, maybe it's a new energy, you know, maybe it's one of them ones where it's like, oh, I haven't thought about that person in a while. Why is that person come? Hey, sweetie, why is that person come up into the energy? Yeah, you know, taking being focused and being diligent about where you're at, because the Emperor, this is our Aries energy. So again, using that passion, that fire energy to use to emote, to move, is the energy that's possible here. Because if you use this, because I think one thing I like about the Emperor energy is the discipline energy, because you may want to renege on meeting up, Maybe you're supposed to make a connection with an Aries, and this is going to yield so much prosperity because you are coming from a space of feeling. You're feeling in your heart space, you're feeling in your tummy that this is the time to get things done. So speak the truth, speak from your heart. And with this solar plexus energy here, there is a drive and a motivation. So once this drive and motivation starts to pop up, then you have the discipline to actually do the damn thing. And then you have the right connections and the right people to network with to get this done. The right vibrations, the right people who have resonance with what you're doing, you know, who are on the same vibration. So the alignment is neat, the alignment's on point. So I really like that. So I want to just see what's going on in the Angels of Abundance vibration. So connect this week, connect. Speak, you know, if you have the drive and the motivation and you have this energy to do, and you can't shake the feeling, then there's a reason why the feeling is there. So for some of us, there is an employment change on the horizon. So let me read what this is talking about. So employment change. So possibly this week we are vibrating on the things we want to do. We want to change where we're at, you know, where we're at in our careers. Is there another level that we're looking at? And this is why I said it's a great time to journal. Really get down with this Taurus energy of review. You know, it's definitely that time. It's a review. How do I feel? Am I really getting the fullest out of this situation? You know, we give thanks and praises. So it says employment change. Your career path is leading you to a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passions, and life purpose. Trust these changes will help you to release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. We give thanks. I'm going to say it one more time because that made my belly do a backflip. So I know that that's another extra confirmation. So it says employment change. Your career path is leading you in a higher direction with positive changes to support your dreams, priorities, passion, and life purpose. Trust that these changes will help you release the old and welcome the new. You are being supported each step of the way. Better believe you're being supported each step of the way. So do not be worried. The feelings are there for a reason. I feel that spirit is guiding me into a completely different career that truly fits my creative inner child and heart desires. That's right. Amen. And this is what the vibration is about. It's about what really makes your heart sing. So on point, Bubs. This is what I mean. It's definitely that energy. And this is why I was saying the universe is doing the heavy lifting. It's not so much about you beating your brain about these things. It's just a review. How do I feel? What's being shown to me? Because the universe is doing the heavy lifting. The universe is saying, here, I've got something else for you. Look at this. Have a look at that. Don't be frightened. I'm giving you that butterfly feeling. I'm giving you that solar plexus drive and determination. And where is this excited motivation coming from? And that's what the universe is yielding to us at this time. So listen to that. Be in that emperor energy where you can move with that fire, like, I'm about to do this thing. It's about to be on. I'm not going to be a shookhead. I might be shook, but I'm still going to move. I might not know exactly how to start, but the butterflies in my tummy, the way my palms are sweating or itching or whatever it is, there's got to be something in this feeling. I've got to do this thing. And like I said, this unexpected feeling will sometimes come in a more positive drive, and some of it is going to come in a more negative lack space. And that lack space in itself, that feeling is showing you something. I hear it feels so scary but so good. Exactly. It's petrifying certain time. Yeah, I'm shook at my own self, don't you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but we're doing it, and we are listening. So definitely get on the journaling. I think you'd be so much more surprised of the other things that come up and what the universe is illuminating to you. And what you'll find is within those downloads, within those times of reflection, there are answers to how to proceed, you know. So it's not about beating your brain, it's about how am I feeling, what's going on, and the answers come up in your reflection. That is the downloads. That's how the universe is working with us in this season. So we have positivity, faith, and optimism. So you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. One more time, I love that. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you are on. Keep the faith and keep going. Greetings, Sarah. You get what I'm saying? So that positive faith and optimism. I have to leave. Got plans with the kids. Thanks so much. Big up yourself, darling. You take care. You know, but that positive, that faith and optimism is where it's at, and the universe is yielding this energy to us. It's not so much of the heavy lifting. This is what the universe is doing on our behalf. And I love that, because what it allows us to do is sort of relax into the feeling and not be so much in our head about the practical, you know, do's and don'ts or the right moves. That's not really what the energy is. It's not so much about that. It's journaling. How do I feel? You know, what's the right move do I feel in my tummy? And your tummy will let you know. The Most High will let you know. You'll have those inclinations, and it's about trusting those inclinations. Just want to go into the tarot very quickly on those cards there. Thank you. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Pentacles, you know, we've got this earth sign energy. So yes, making things happen, but it may take a little bit more longer. That's why it's not a rush thing. You know, maybe you're in a rush to get things up and going. You know, in a rush to be in a different space. You know, you want that stability now. You want that financial freedom now. But in this moment, it's a time of reflection as well as where it's moving to. Trust the process. Trust it and just allow the universe to work on your behalf. Even if it's a slightly more slower than you had anticipated, allow it to happen, because slow and steady wins the race. You know, and this is somebody who dots the I's and crosses the T's and just takes their time. There's no need to rush into anything, but the vibration and the energy will show you what time it is. You get what I mean? And I love that. See, 6 of Wands. So we've got recognition and reward. So there is recognition and reward for the hard work, for the actions that you've taken. Like I was saying with this connection energy, you know, where, you know, it supports our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things and ideas. Okay, so that connection is supporting us. And like I said, right here, we've got the yellow here for the solar plexus, the drive, the willpower, you know, the self-worth, that kind of energy. And then we've come out to the heart space, so we're dealing with how we're feeling. You know, we've definitely got some mind energy here, because it talks about ideas, but it's from the heart space. How are you feeling about this thing? You know, and then we have that blue energy with speaking the truth, connecting, you know, to those people around us who can support us on this journey, because the Most High is doing it, and we're going to get recognition and reward. So there is much celebration. People are going to be celebrating with you. You're going to be celebrating others. They're doing this new career path. They're being bold. And you're like, rah, yeah, you're doing the damn thing. Like, wow, you know, and you celebrate one another. There is much moments of celebration coming up. So let's look at what the more... the love portion. So this could be our romantic energy or platonic. We've got 3 cards that have come up. So we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So keep an open mind. Those who you possibly may be connecting with, you know, they may look different. They may sound different than your usual. But keep an open mind, because this connection is bringing in moments where you're able to grow. You're going to be linking with people who do things differently, and it might just be a bit bonkers, like you do the dishes this way. Oh, so you don't rinse the stuff, you just let them dry. Everyone has got a different way of doing things, and culturally there's a different way of how we connect and how we do business, or how we, you know, every culture and every different person's got something different to add to this great soup that we call life, a different spice, a different element. And they're asking you to keep an open mind. Maybe the next person you collaborate with, you know, has a different perspective on your idea, or a different viewpoint on how to launch something, how to bring something forward, you know. And if it's a more romantic nature, and, you know, it's like, oh, he ain't usually my type, or this young lady isn't usually my type, but we connect on a different level. I resonate with this person. We are in alignment. Our journey is definitely in the same, you know, we're moving up at the same kind of rate, or you understand the journey that I'm on, the healing place that I'm at. You know, we resonate on a different level, so be open to that. We have true love. This is a romance of a lifetime, and for some of you, you're already in this romance of a lifetime. You're already here, you know, and what they're explaining to us is those who are in their relationships, allow it to be, allow the universe to work on your behalf. Be there, be ready to show that level of love, compassion, from that heart space, that feeling. So if you have the feeling to have communication, we need to shake things up. Don't allow the feeling to just go by the wayside. Actually listen to what that feeling is, as the universe and your ancestors are giving you a joke, like, yo, this is a romance of a lifetime and you're joking. Let's live this big. Let's do this properly. You know, hey, lovely. So there is definitely an energy around whatever you're in, you know. Remember that solar plexus energy, the will, the drive, the determination, the excitement, you know, that heart space energy with the heart chakra. How you're feeling, you know, because our heart is actually the most strongest organ, and really energetically as well. So yes, the mind's a powerful thing, but the heart, the feeling is the space, you know. That's going to give us our most accurate reading, you know, when we're coming from the heart space. And then we've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. Exactly. So some of you are in something or meeting somebody who you've met before. And this is what I'm saying. See that card at the beginning where it's talking about keep an open mind. There is a reason why there are some people that may not even be your normal type, or they're on a different kind of wave to you, but you dig them and you feel them and you feel like, I feel like I know you. There is something about you. Remember, this card of connection speaks about supporting our ability to find alignment and resonance with others, things, and ourselves and ideas. So some of the connections, they may not look like what you had anticipated, but their vibration feels familiar. You feel like someone I know. You know, this is why there's a reason why there is this true love energy here as well, because possibly it's a past life situation. You've known each other before and you've recognized each other in this realm. So I love this energy that we are working through keeping an open mind for those who we can work with, the people who we may meet this week, because the connections are strong and will continue to be strong, especially around this recognition and reward energy, because there's much celebration. Maybe you might be celebrating, you know, people are starting to do their exams. Maybe it's like, you know, you finally finished your dissertation and it's like, we need to have a drink and celebrate that. You know, you've had a great week, you've decided to be kind to yourself, and we're celebrating each other for many different reasons. It doesn't have to be the big birthdays or the big huge celebrations, but the small wins. I feel great this week. My bouts of depression was so much more less. You know, I've been journaling, and the things that I've learned about myself have been illuminating, and I've learned, you know, and I feel great. Those things are worth celebrating too. you know, and I think the more we celebrate ourselves, the less likely we are to seek for validation outside of ourselves. So from people, places, things, social media, likes, all of these things I would have to deal with, you know, and things like that. We kind of feel much more celebrated and loved in that way. So in closing, my lovelies, let's get some love activation cards to see what is being activated this week and within us through this beautiful first part of this Taurus energy. Big up, my sweetie. So I'm loving that. Let's see what is the activations for this week, this wonderful entrance into the Taurus season. Okay, so we have spontaneity. All right, so again, the unexpected. Be ready for the unexpected. You know, take action like the Emperor. Be there, be ready, be, you know, ready to explore, have fun, celebrate, you know, start something new. You know, there's employment change here. Yeah, positive faith and optimism. Love it. So it says spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. Now, if that ain't in total alignment, I don't know what is. So I say again, spontaneity. You move beyond the constraints of the mind and freely and lovingly embrace new situations. And you know what I'm loving about this card? I'm loving the fact that the inside of it's that yellow of that solar plexus energy that I was talking about, that drive, that, you know, the willpower, you know, do something brand new. You're going to have this feeling, act upon the feeling. And then on the base of it, we have all of this, you know, our grounding, our root going on here. And there's a nice little sacral orange vibe going on here as well. So there is a lot of creative energy. There is moments for passion, excitement, creativity here. Sexual energy. Get it in, people. Enjoy. Be spontaneous. If you are not the person who usually initiates, maybe the spontaneity thing is that you initiate the situation. You get what I'm saying? There is a really playful energy around this, and I love that. So spontaneity, there is going to be a lot of feelings around starting things, participating in things, and I love the fact that it's spontaneous. So it's asking you to step outside of your box, step outside of your usual constraints of the mind, the things that you say is necessary for you or what you would do or from what you wouldn't do, because spontaneity is here to show you that there is other parts of yourself that still need to be explored. So I love this playful energy. Yes, get into it. I love it. I love that. And then we have ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So again, ownership. You acknowledge your misdeeds and accomplishments alike and learn to love them all as lessons. So again, within this season, you learn to connect with the things that worked and the things that doesn't. So your more light and dark side. So your misdeeds are the things that you've done that you don't feel particularly proud of, or, you know, you don't feel like you've stretched yourself enough or whatever. But you get to have the moment of reflection from looking through your journal, you know, taking ownership on, look, my weaknesses are just merely lessons for me to learn later, or I'm here to learn this. So I'm going to keep being shown this particular situation. Those same types of people are going to come up until I make the decision to look at this part of myself and take ownership for the parts that are, you may feel are lacking, or you may feel as though you haven't been spending as much time on your spirituality than you would like. Then you take ownership for that and say, well, if I'm having a bit of a harder time, maybe it's because I haven't been tapping into Source Creator. And maybe if I had been doing that, I'd feel a little bit more better, or I would feel the support more. But the support is always there, you know, and take ownership for the things that you have done, you know, utilizing the energy, taking the actions, you know, and the actions that led you to more positive outcomes. So I'm loving the fact that this is there, because like I said, there is this duality, there is this fight between this energy of the light, the dark, the unexpected, the great things that come up, and also the things that are quite heavy in nature. So it makes sense that there is a counterbalance going on. And then lastly, we have virtue. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. See, and I feel like from that card before about this ownership thing, it's like almost, oh, I haven't really been on my thing or whatever. But you don't realize that your very journey supports other people. You know, this is why even today, when I got the message from Aisha saying, look, Daryl's not feeling up to it today. He's got a migraine. He needs to be on no screens. He just needs that moment of rest. Now, my energy, Source Creator said, yeah, but that's okay. Let him have that rest, but you're okay. You know, you got the support, so you jump on. There is still something for you to give. Do you get what I mean? And there is a lesson in the fact that Daryl's taken that time to relax. You know, take the time when you've got the feelings and when you've been shown by the universe to take a break. You know, allow yourself to take that break to reset. We're being channeled, we're being worked on. So sometimes it may come up in migraines, it may come up in a tummy ache, it may come up in your eye twitching every minute you're just sweating or whatever. It come up in different ways for different people, because it's making way and making space for the newness that's going on. So again, you acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So you just doing your thing, your day to day, you know, is supporting others to grow, because we're watching one another. You know, if she can do it, I can. If he can do it, I can. You know, they have a countenance that is so positive. I'm working towards that. You know, I'm working towards shaking away the more negative parts of myself. I'm making sure that I see that it's all lessons. You know, I'm going to be kind to myself, whatever it is. Everything that you're doing is a spiritual attribute that is supporting others to grow. They're watching. You know, they take a leaf out of your book from different time to time. You know, and if this resonates with you, then take it, run with it, make the necessary adjustments. And if it doesn't, then possibly it might be for later, or you share this live with somebody else who you know that at this time, this message, I think it will do something for them. Do you get what I mean? If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, Empress Vibrant, subscribe. There's videos down there. Do you know what I mean? There's all sign readings as well. So there might be something there for you to share, for you to be able to impart a bit of wisdom, a bit of love, you know. And this is what it's talking about. You acknowledge your loving spiritual attributes that encourage others to grow. So my lovelies, I'm going to leave it there. Nothing but love and gratitude. Much welcome. You're more than welcome. And I just wanted to come on, sending Daryl some love and healing blessings. We'll be back next week. This lovely partial eclipse has been extremely powerful. This Taurus energy. Definitely review. Journal. See what comes up, because there is going to be some unexpected great things. The universe is working on our behalf, and we are going to start seeing things manifesting like this. So feel no way. Whatever comes up, it's for you. It's not happening to you, it's happening for you. All right, so be cool, and I'll see y'all all soon. Much love. And wait, let me do Daryl's one. I said again, and remember that you're perfect by design. Big up your souls. Much love.